Interstate 678. Yeah. We'll also be doing the Hutchinson River Parkway. Yeah. Alright, wait, what? We have one more? Oh, I forgot about it. Connecticut Route 15. Okay, so yeah, we are doing 3 roads today. All 3 of them which are within the New York City metro area. So we will be doing 678 first. Its route goes from the JFK airport to the Bruckner interchange, sort of ish. And then the HRP goes from the Bruckner interchange to the Connecticut border. And that's not it. Yeah, we still got Connecticut 15, the Mare and the Wilbur. It goes from the New York border to the eastern suburbs of Hartford, Connecticut. You're watching Super Reviews. If you guys aren't subbed, please sub and do all those 4 things. Because at 1,000 subs, we are opening up a Discord server. Yeah, that server. If you want to see that server, then you gotta hit those subs. Alright, you can request your exit or intersection in the comments. It is free. And I'll do a community post soon of the January roads we'll be covering. Alright, we're going to do northbound. All of these roads are signed north-south, so we'll start with 678 and work our way north. So we'll leave our flight with Delta Airlines from Orlando, and we'll follow the Van Wyck Expressway. And we do get a cool welcome to New York sign. I'll be showing this one because southbound from the Mare I couldn't find one. And we get exit C. Didn't know there was alphabetical exits. I thought that was only with the numbers in Kansas City. And you also get this welcome to New York sign, and apparently they're the founder of Paramount Plus. And we meet at Nassau, and I'll talk more about that when we come back, but we do get Van Wyck, Bell Parkway, and Verrazano Bridge. But on the 878, we do get signed for Bronx, which 95 actually gets to. We go right through Queens. And here's our first couple exits up the 678, Linden Boulevard and Liberty Avenue. And there's a ton of construction here, and we do go under a ton of railroad tracks, so that's what we see in New York. And we meet the Grand Central Parkway, which heads over to LaGuardia Airport, one of 3 New York airports. And at rare interchanges, we get Van Wyck and Bronx, so they do keep up with the Bronx and stuff. We meet the Long Island Expressway. There was an earlier exit that took you to the eastbound. It does go to Midtown. And we meet the 25A, and we are signed for the Whitestone Bridge, which they sign a lot. But New York like to sign bridges instead of cities. But we meet the Cross Island, and we do get Whitestone Bridge in Bronx. We now cross over the Whitestone Bridge over the East River. And wow, the East River is pretty more wide than 95 crossing it. We speak of 95, here it is, North New Haven, south for George Washington Bridge in Manhattan. We're going to follow the Hutchinson. And at rare interchanges, it's just HRP North. And we do see that it's a passenger car because it's a Parkway. And we do get a couple exits, and see New York actually does mileage-based exits. Wow, finally. And we do meet 95 a second time, but we don't have a direct interchange with it, so here it is coming from 95 itself. And we do cross this cool drawbridge, so I do like these types of drawbridges and the ones in DC. And we do have a proper 95 interchange coming up for New Haven. I feel Bridgeport should be on there, because taking the Merritt's actually the fastest way to New Haven. And we meet US 1 for Pelham Manor. And speaking of US 1, that's our next video, the northern half. And we meet the Cross County Parkway. It goes to Yonkers, as well as the Sawmill Parkway. And we do merge with it, and we'll still become the Hutchinson River Parkway until we get to the Connecticut border. See, there's a lot of low bridges, like this one at Mill Road. We're going to see a bunch of lower ones today. And see, you get this weird rest area to the left, but we'll talk about it when we come back. We meet 287 for Rye, should be Bridgeport. 287 West White Plains, I find. 680 for Brewster, and I guess. I like this sign. They say a lot of them all trucks, buses, RVs must exit. There's a sign on the road saying trucks must exit now. Then we split 684 for Brewster, and we're going to be following the Hutchinson and Merritt Parkway coming up. So we see somehow exit 17 was purchased. Wonder why. And we get exit 19A, we got our last exit in New York, 124, Rybrook and Greenwich, Connecticut. But however, on the other side of the bridge, we go into Connecticut, and it's exit 27. Why is that? Why do we start 27 instead of exit 1? But we see 9'6". Wow, that's really low. They really don't want trucks going through this road. And we do, not only do we get welcome to Connecticut sign, but we do get welcome to Merritt Parkway sign. So that's pretty nice of them to do that. And at the first interchange, we do get 15 North New Haven. So I always say sign New Haven here instead of Bridgeport. But lovely scenery here on the Merritt Parkway. I've been on it before a lot of times to bypass the 95 traffic, and it's good. We get exit 33 for Den Road. And I gotta show this one. This one is a weird interchange because you just get off the highway and it's just road. Why? And you have to do like a sharp turn like it is at the Mackinac Bridge. And we meet US 7 for Norwalk and Danbury. And we do see that we get 295. We're really close to I-95. And on the US 7 exit, we do get New Haven still. So, doing good Connecticut. And we Connecticut 58 for Fairfield and Reading at exit 44. And I'm going to show this interchange too, because you literally have to get off and do a sharp left turn and then do a sharp right to get to downtown Fairfield. Yeah. We meet Connecticut 25 South, and that's the exit to get to Bridgeport itself. But if you want to go to downtown, you'd be better off doing 95. And we get exit 51, 108. But they don't mention Highway 8 southbound for some reason. But they do mention northbound, it's going to Waterbury, which will also get you I-84 to Hartford, too. But on 8, we get 8 North Waterbury, 15 North New Haven, and for some reason they're showing Massachusetts shields, not Connecticut's. But we meet I-95 for Milford and New London, and we get 15 North Hartford now, so Hartford is a good choice. Exit 57, our main New Haven exit, 34 East New Haven. I'll head over to Yale University. Here is some nice fall foliage as we're going down this mountain here. Connecticut's not known for mountains, but it's really cool. And we get exit 59, our other main exit for New Haven on this road. And we can also go to that A1 Toyota place. And at this interchange, we get 15 for Hartford. And that Best Way In, I stayed there for one night and it was bad. And you go through this Hero Tunnel. Connecticut's not known for tunnels, but for this case it is, so wow. And our next main exit is exit 61 for Whitney Avenue to Hamden. I feel like they should mention Connecticut 40 here, because we do go right under it, but there's no direct interchange with it, so that's a little stupid of them. And we do get this weird exit for Connecticut DOT maintenance facility, but it just takes you to some road, not the facility itself. And we meet I-91 only northbound for Hartford and Milton, 691 from Meriden Waterbury, and we're now signed for Berlin Turnpike. See, on 691, it is the same situation, 15 North Berlin Turnpike. And we do get some substandard roads, and look at that gas station, wow, that is an abandoned gas station right there. Then we meet Connecticut 9 for Milton. I feel like maybe Providence would do well because you can get to 95 from there. But 9 North is going to New Britain and East Berlin. So that makes sense. New Britain's fine instead of Waterbury. And on that we do get Hartford and New Haven. Spoiler, it's New Haven will be signed southbound. Then we are back to the freeway as we get 515 and I-91 for Hartford. So yeah, I-91 is a faster way to Hartford. And we meet 91 south for New Haven, and we're on 91 north and 15. This is not I-91, but that's 91 straight ahead. So you're looking at this, 91 and 15 are parallel to each other, and then they'll be in the middle lanes, And we do get 91 north for Springfield and I-84 west, and we're now signed for Boston, so good job. And we cross over the Connecticut River as we see a cool look of downtown Hartford there, the capital of Connecticut. And here's our last exit 91 for Silver Lane. If exit 27 wasn't exit 1, then this would probably be like exit 60 something. And here's the end of Connecticut 15 on I-84 East going to Boston. Alright, let's talk about southbound for all three of those roads. We will begin off of I-84, and we do get 15 south for Charter Oak Bridge in New York City. Wow, they don't mention New Haven, so good job, Connecticut. See, at the first interchange, though, it is New Haven. New Haven, I think, is fine as a start instead of New York, because if you're going to New York, it would be better off doing 91. Here is the I-91 junction, New Haven in New York, and that is sensible for I-91 there. Then we do get this weird exit 87 for Bryan Airport. But looking at that, Connecticut 15 is in the middle of I-91, and then there's exit 87, and it just goes back to 15. That's weird. But at random interchange, it is New Haven in New York. Wow, we're on that Berlin Expressway. And here's the substandard road again for US 5 and Route 15. And at random interchanges, we're getting New Haven. So no New York City, just New Haven. So I think that's a bit sensible there. And we get this US 5 road heading over to 691 since we won't have a direct interchange with it. We meet I-91 south for New Haven in New York City. We're now on the Wilbur Cross Parkway. Alright, back to our parkways. Our first interchange is New Haven. So, just doing alright so far. And we get exit 59 Seymour Yale Bowl. Is this the Super Bowl in Connecticut? Well, we're going under a tunnel now. And after that New Haven exit, we get New York City. New York City from here on out is a well done choice. And here's exit 58, 34 West Derby. The other side was exit 57, so why not just do 57AB or 58? And we mean I-95 from Milford. This also goes to US 1. We might talk about that one in our US 1 video coming up. And I think this is the only time that I-95 is actually signed for Bridgeport here. The rest of the times it's always in New York and New Haven. On 95 it is Merritt and Wilbur Cross Parkway, so no actual control stays here. But it is Hartford and New York City. So doing sensible, this would be by bypass around Bridgeport. We cross the Quinnipiac River, and we could, if you could squint, you could see the I-95 bridge across this. And we Connecticut 8 for Bridgeport and Waterbury. This would be the Apple Maps shortcut to get to I-95. And we meet on the 8. We get New Haven and New York City, so no Hartford here, even though New Haven would be better off doing 95. And after that, I think this is the 25 interchange, is New York City. So well done. Here's our US 7 exit. There's no direct interchange with it going this way. We get South Norwalk, and look at that traffic, wow. For the rest of Connecticut, see Connecticut 15 is like 2 or 3 miles away from I-95. The rest of it is away, so yeah. Here's exit 27, which is technically exit 1, King Street in Armonk, New York. Looking at it, King Street is the state line here, so a bit weird for a road to have a state line. And look at this ramp, wow, they can't put any signs on it because it's so tight. It's worse than the Mackinac Bridge exit. We meet 287. Yeah, there's no welcome to New York sign that I could find, so we get White Plains. That should be Albany. Rye makes sense. And on 287, we get Hutchinson Parkway and Whitestone Bridge. If you want to see my 287 video, go in the link in the description. And here's this gas station. It's 2007 Street View. It looks like if you really have to get gas, and this is the place. Here's exit 8, Cross County Parkway for George Washington Bridge. And we'll be keeping ready for the Whitestone Bridge. We meet at US 1 again. Pelham Manor and New Raquel is signed going this way, so that's cool. And here's interchange on 95. We get Whitestone Bridge. Trucks should take 6A. And we mean proper 95 for George Washington Bridge, so no Manhattan. But looking at it, that is a really tight, weird interchange, so you shouldn't have taken the cross county or 287 if you didn't want to do that. But we will start up 678 for Queens, and we see 95 and 278. Looking at that interchange, I might have shown this on the 278 video. It looks pretty complicated, super complicated. And we get 295 South Throgs Neck Bridge, and we'll be going on the Whitestone Bridge. We might go on the Throgs Neck a different day. We cross the Whitestone Bridge. Again, this is the East River, one of the main rivers in New York City. And after the Whitestone Bridge, we do get a cool look of the New York City skyline, or specifically Manhattan. And we meet the Astoria Boulevard. We get Van Wyck Expressway and JFK Airport, which makes sense. We meet the Long Island Expressway for Midtown and exit 11 69 Road. Nice. And at rare interchanges, we just get the airport. We just get that airport shield because there's no room to put an actual control city because of construction. And here's a look at that Nassau interchange. We got the Bell Parkway here. And see, 878 is one ways. Wow. And we see exit B right here. We're going into JFK Airport coming up, so we'll be ending soon. And we will get on the Delta Airlines flight, and we will do a quick flight down to Philadelphia for Saturday's video. Alright, the way it should be for these 3 New York roads that we've covered. So north, I'd start with Queens, then New Haven, Hartford, New Britain while we're away from 91, and Hartford and Boston. And then New Haven, Berlin when we're away from 91, New Haven, New York City, Queens, then JFK Airport. Alright, we will be doing the northern third of US 1 on Saturday. We're finishing the rest of it northbound.